everybody, Sam here with another In Defense of Bad Movies Minisode. First of all, it's really nice to be back to normal. Thanks again to our fill-ins for that Minisode where they did Jingle All the Way. And sorry we've been amiss in our minisodes, and it's been a big mess. But like I said, we're back to normal, so it's awesome. The next movie we're going to do, I'm 90% sure this is The Postman, and we'll have another guest defender, and my brother-in-law, Jason Loadsman, J. Ronnie Moe, I believe is his stage name. He is in a band called the Urban Voodoo Machine, and if you think you haven't heard of them, you might not have, but you have heard their music if you've listened to the beginning or end of our podcasts, because they do our theme songs. Be sure to check that out in 2 weeks. And speaking of theme songs, it's time for another episode of Themes Like Old Times. This is where we would put our own theme music if we had some. I am joined by my always awesome co-host, Loren Bowen.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Loren. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Good. I'm very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are going to be talking about a very interesting show's theme song today. We are going to be talking about The Facts of Life.
The Facts of Life?
The Facts of Life.
The Facts of Life.
Indeed. And we have a lot to unpack, too.
There's a storied history to this theme song.
Yeah, we did some research, and the series lasted for 8 years, and it was apparently quite successful in the ratings. It spun off from Different Strokes. Like Different Strokes, one of the writers of the song was TV's own Alan Thicke. And so there's that, which is interesting. What else? The first season, it had one theme song. And then seasons 2 through 8, it had a different theme song. You want to add? It seemed like I cut you off.
Oh, no, nothing really. And then there's a closing theme song. This thing is lousy with theme songs.
Right. It's amazing.
And the show, just to speak for the show itself, I'll admit that I never really watched it. I remember it vaguely being on in syndication in the 80s, so I was aware of it, but never watched. It went through so many changes. It started first season with all these girls in a boarding school. Then they cut down all the girls, and then halfway through it changed entirely, and they're all working in a shop for Charlotte Rae.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
It was weird, yeah. I mean, I guess when you do that, when you start a show that's it's a boarding school, unless you could go two ways, you could have a revolving cast of girls. Or if the girls are popular and then the show stays on like this one did, you have to figure out another way unless you want those girls to pretend those girls are in boarding school forever.
It was in the earlier days of television when you could get away with that kind of thing, keeping all your characters together with just the flimsiest of excuses. Like, now their house mother has opened a shop and they all work there, of course.
That's a normal thing, right?
Yeah.
And let's see, this show we've seen what's her name? Molly Ringwald was there the first season. George Clooney was I think at least one of his first TV appearances. So it was a big show. And for some reason it's disappeared from syndication. Maybe not for some reason, because we did watch an episode last night and it was not great.
When we were reading, that makes sense, but again, in an era where most TV wasn't great.
This is true.
And I didn't like when we were reading it.
Wait, what you talking about, Willis?
I didn't like when you were reading the different articles about it, how they all seemed to mention how the show was so successful to the bafflement of TV producers. Like, they supported it, we're going to keep going with it, but they kept but they don't know why it's so successful.
We don't know why
it's
people
about all
watch.
These women, who cares about young girls?
We don't know why people watch this crap, but they do. Let's keep making them. So we are here for the theme song.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Mm-hmm. First season, there was one theme song. Oh, well, actually, before we get into that, okay, so let's talk about the theme songs. Okay. So the first one, there was one theme song that was performed by, I think, was it the same woman who performed the other ones? Do you think?
It sounds familiar, but then noticeably later, it's sort of just her and a few background vocals, where the first one is like a show number. Everyone's involved. Charlotte Rae, who plays Mrs. Garrett on the show, sings as well.
And has a very distinctive voice.
Her elder character actor, Warble.
It was fun. I liked it. Kind of what's her name? I can't think of who.
Ethel Merman?
Maybe kind of an Ethel Merman, or she played the Bureau in Beauty and the Beast. Who, I can't think of her name. Although, interestingly enough, she replaced Mrs. Garrett as the maid on Different Strokes when Mrs. Garrett left.
Really?
Yeah, and we're going to have to find out. Joanne Worley?
Yes, there it is.
Okay.
How is a maid qualified to go suddenly work in a boarding school?
That's a really good question. But, well, no, she was just a house mother. So they probably just pick up some
Housekeeper,
responsible-seeming,
maybe.
Marmish-looking woman off the street.
Like, she's nice. Let's have her.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a job, apparently.
So this was, I believe, maybe Gloria Loring, but Gloria Loring sang the later theme songs. It was written by, who did I say?
Alan Thicke, Al Burton,
Thicke,
and Gloria Loring gets credit as well.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people who write one song.
One
30-second song. Well,
three
30-second songs.
Yeah. So that does change things. Let's look at this. Let's break this down. So first off, we are going to play the original season 1 theme song.
Okay.
There's a place you gotta go for learning all you ought to know about the facts of life. The facts of life.
When your books are what you're there about, but looks are what you care about,
The time is right to learn the facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, it's time you started finding out what everything is all about. When the boys you used to hate you date,
I guess you best investigate
the facts of life. The facts of life.
If you hear 'em from your brother, better clear 'em with your mother.
Gotta get 'em right. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, it's time you started finding out the facts of life are all about.
Okay, so let's talk about. We're actually going to watch the opening credits as the theme song plays. So we've got the boarding school, Mrs. Garrett, all very, very regular establishing shot stuff. Oh god, this is so 80s.
Just the slowness of the scenes for an opening number, how just our consciousness has changed where we can take faster cuts. Back now, it just feels like, all right, let's spend a minute on this person.
Right,
I'm watching, then slowly cut.
We're watching this on mute, and at first I thought like, oh, we're actually watching a full episode. This is the cold open, right? But no.
And the best way to do pictures of the girls with their names underneath, and they're all laughing because we're having so much fun.
Adorable little Kim Fields.
Aww.
Molly Ringwald.
Oh my gosh, she's such a baby. That's so weird.
So that was interesting. I'm gonna do it
I
again.
want to watch the 2001 TV movie, which is the next video on YouTube that's trying to load.
But we're not going to.
That Molly Ringwald did not take part in, we discovered. No, you're going to start it. We should watch it. It starts with a cruise ship, guys.
We'll watch it eventually. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so, I mean, even that theme song, it's slower, I think, than the season 2. I kind of, just based on that, I kind of want to watch the show. It looks fun. It sounds fun. And so, there's a place you've got to go for learning. All you want to know about the facts of life. Is this boarding school all about the facts of life?
That's what school is. It's not just learning lessons. It's about social education and it's the facts of life.
And it's like what the next line says. When books are what you care about, what books are about what you're there about, like, it doesn't say this, but like ostensibly, and looks are what you care about, this time is right to learn the facts of life.
That's right. Get it straight, girls.
Yeah, you're there for the books, technically, but yeah, you're going to learn about the facts of life.
I'm surprised people are more afraid of the show. It's all about women learning.
We can't have that. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, it's time you started finding out what everything is all about.
Yeah, welcome, girls. If life's not living up to your dreams, welcome to life.
Yeah. Which is
kind of sad.
But it's very true of... What, did you get to the weight thing? No, you didn't.
I didn't really.
So, when the boys you used to date... Wait, I'm sorry. When the boys you used to hate you date, I guess you best investigate. These are actually really clever rhymes.
That's getting into they're not bad.
This is a well-written song.
It's an earwormy song with rhymes that are too quick and complicated to really remember. So like you find you're just saying like the facts of life. Like that's the one part you can be confident about.
These are fun internal rhymes. When the boys you used to hate you date, I guess you best investigate.
Now that sounds like these girls are going to be having sex.
Do you think...
That sounds like, welcome, spring awakening, welcome to the world, girls.
Do you think Alan Thicke wrote that line, or was that one of the professional writers?
It's tough. It's so funny to think of Alan Thicke as this theme. I mean, I guess it doesn't take a ton to write a theme tune, but it takes a little bit of talent, and it's so weird to imagine him.
So now, okay. I think we've talked the heck out of season 1. let's move right along to season 2.
Season 2 really streamlines it. It kind of it cuts out a lot of the song and becomes, the mostly one singer. Like, it's the sleek pop cut of the theme tune.
Yeah, let's play it for you guys real quick, and here we go.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you grow, and now you know about the facts of life. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. It takes a lot to get 'em right when you're learning the facts of life. Learning the facts of life. Learning the facts of life.
I wish they wanted to keep Mindy Cohn fat because they wanted different body types on the show, not because they wanted her to be funnily fat.
That's the thing, yeah.
That was a really interesting fact that you found when you were researching.
Right, yeah.
About the girls' weights.
There were lots of body issues.
Which is not shocking, but still so depressing.
Lisa Welch. By the way, I don't think we talked about this before. You didn't really watch this. I totally watched the show when I was a kid.
Okay.
I don't remember season 1 so much, but I definitely remember this stuff. And so, like, the subsequent seasons. This is the show that I love. This is the theme song that I really liked. And even
These
though,
4 girls.
And even though the original theme song was very charming, this is the one that I knew and loved. But yeah, so Lisa Welchel, who played Blair, the sexy blonde, who honestly wasn't that skinny. She had
she's like a healthy 80s body.
Yeah, she had a normal body type. Yeah. They had lots of food on the set, and she ate it, and she started to put on weight.
It sounded like a lot of the girls. Like, it wasn't just her,
Right,
even though it was probably worse for her because she's supposed to be the pretty one. But, like, girls hanging around bored on set, getting up craft services, so the girls apparently were getting a little heftier.
There's a lot of downtime.
Hefty sounds bad. A little thicker.
Yeah. And they got on her about gaining too much weight, so they had to cut her off. Meanwhile, Mindy Cohn, who played Natalie, was the chubby comic relief. It's a comedy show, so I guess she's just the chubby comic, whatever, chubby fat girl,
funny character, which means she has to be fat.
She took up dancing one off season, started to take off the weight, and they went, no, you're here to be fat. And they wanted her to put on weight. They ended up compromising. They let her continue to dance, but she had to wear baggy clothes, so it looked like she was still a fatty. So,
take away all your accomplishment and personal achievement, and it seems so sad. And they're all lovely, normal girls.
And it seems like there should be a theme song for the facts of Hollywood.
It's part and parcel. These are the facts of life, kid.
These poor girls.
You want to work in the biz.
So, but yeah, so that was that theme song, and it's amazing. I think we can all agree.
It's pretty fun. I have to, like I said, I didn't really watch the show, and it seems to fit the show really well. As we were reading, it was actually, I kind of want to watch the show on paper, even though the episode we tried was a little big and silly and unwatchable, but like on paper it deals with really tough issues. Like they had serious stuff and like young girls figuring out like lesbianism, sex,
right?
And, like,
in the early 80s there was a lesbian episode.
Like that's really cutting edge, and I kind of want to watch that show. And so this song really matches the really happy, upbeat tune, but then like we're dealing with the facts of life, girls. Like it fits perfectly what it sounds like the show wants to be.
The facts of life are they're lesbians.
Yeah. And we're gonna have fun with that, but you can be serious. You best be investigating.
So let's take a look. Okay. So this is the season 2 through subsequent seasons theme song. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
I had that in season 1.
Did it have that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Didn't it?
No.
Oh, gosh, that's right. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Huge faux pas.
Okay.
Well, that's a huge change then.
Yeah.
Because now it's a greater statement about life for all of us. It's not just, your books are here and you're learning stuff and you're going to learn about the facts of life. Now it's everyone can relate to this song. Oh, that's much better. That actually is a really good shift.
There's a time you got to go and show you're growing now. You know about the facts of life. The facts of life. There's some more of those internal rhymes.
That one I think is the worst one.
Yeah.
As far as, even though we agree that the tone might be a little bit better on this song, like, there's a time you gotta go and show you're growing now, you know, about, that one's a little complicated.
And it feels like it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't make sense.
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
That's the song that, like, kind of makes the verse that makes your head turn around a little bit. Like, wait, what's happening?
You got to go and show you're grown. Who are you showing?
I don't know. The world?
Okay. Does that mean your bosoms are coming in?
Time you got to grow and show you're growing. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Okay.
You have to go show the boys, because that's what matters.
That is what matters. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. You.
That wasn't in the first one, was it?
No. This is all new, except for, like, just the theme.
You're right. This is all brand new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is very different.
I wonder if this is like Cheers, where they actually wrote a song that was way longer than what they play in the show. There's a line in Cheers.
This is the whole song.
I was going to say there's a line in Cheers about your best friend wants to be a girl, but I should really save that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We'll get into that.
Oh, we're saving that.
Yeah.
That'll be a future episode, guys.
It takes a lot to get them right when you're learning the facts of life. It takes a lot to get right.
I don't know how you feel about the facts of life being all about you.
Well, as you said earlier, this was an 80s show.
It's very 80s.
Yeah,
It's
the
everything's
me
about you.
decade,
Facts of life are all about you and everybody else, not just you, Missy.
Maybe they're saying, though, like, all this time you thought the facts of life were about other people, but it's not. It's about you.
You're living life. This is your world, is what I get you.
Yeah. And so, okay, this is interesting. This is the first time we've had to deal with this in the show.
Oh, dear, okay.
This series had a closing theme that was different from the original theme, but you could never have now. I guess well, they like to use that time for, like, promoting what's going to come up next.
Yeah.
Now. But Frasier had one.
Oh, gosh, that's right. And he saved time by having no opener.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going to have the cool little silhouette drawing, and then we can save it up. Maybe that was the deal. Like, we're going to have a backload sound.
I remember I was obsessive as a kid, and again, this is probably something I should say for if and when we do Frasier, but I used to record all of the episodes of a lot of TV shows. Mm-hmm. Simpsons, Cheers, there were others that may or may not have included General Hospital. One of them was Frasier, and I started recording it after its initial run on NBC, and it was on Channel 13, and they did their promoting what was next over the closing credits.
Shame.
And that really irked me because that was a theme song. And
it's not just the theme song, it's got a whole button scene there that you're watching.
Oh, and then they would shrink it down to half the size to show. So yeah, like John Beard or somebody, I guess not John Beard, that was a different channel. So he could talk about like what's on the news. And it really killed me to the point that I wrote a letter to Channel 13. And it was actually kind of funny because they sent a postcard saying, no. I got the letter saying, oh yeah, from somebody at the station saying, oh yeah, sorry, we really need these for our promoting what's next, whatever. And then a few days later, I got a postcard saying, a form thing saying, sorry, we can't personally answer all your letters. So they personally answered all my letters before they sent me a postcard that said, anyway, basically I was an obsessive child. I wasn't a child at that point. That's beside the point.
It was a period where you had a lot of time on your hands.
Okay, so now let us do the closing theme.
You'll avoid a lot of damage and enjoy the fun of managing the facts of life. They shed a lot of light. If you hear 'em from your brother, better clear 'em with your mother. Better get 'em right. Call her late at night. You got the future in the palm of your hand. All you gotta do to get you through is understand. You think you'd rather do without, you never make it through without the truth.
It's strange for a closing number because what they do is re-edit clips from that episode you just watched and play them in sequential order.
Doesn't that seem like a lot of work for the editor now?
I mean, maybe it's not, but it's still an extra job you have to do getting out a TV show.
By the way, the technical director was it Robert Bowen?
I think so. Something
Bowen. No relation to me. Just want to get that out of the way. Or Loren, for that
He's
matter.
not promoting us to talk about this theme song.
No.
To further publicize the show.
Exactly.
Now, immediately in the theme song, she kind of muffled over it. There's a rhyme I do not like.
Oh, let's see this.
You'll avoid a lot of damages and enjoy the fun of managing the facts of life. And if listening, I wanted to see how she did it. She really kind of like, you'll avoid a lot of damages and enjoy the fun of managing the facts of life.
So credit to her for singing it in a way that that kind of hides the slant rhyme. But she was also part of the writing team, so shame on her.
She knew what she was doing. Maybe that was Thick's choice. And she's like, I'm going to pick my battles with this guy.
So yeah, you'll enjoy the fun of you'll avoid a lot of damages and enjoy the fun of managing the facts of life. They shed a lot of light. How will you avoid it?
If
Just by
we
knowing them?
understand the facts of life,
Oh God.
we'll avoid a lot of damages, and we'll enjoy the fun of managing the facts of life. It's weird.
Yeah, they shed a lot of light. If you hear them from your brother, better clear them with your mother. Better get them right. Call her late at night. That's actually pretty good advice, I think.
It's good advice, but
Because brothers can be tricksters, instigators.
brothers are instigators. And I like the idea that you're talking with your brother separately from your mom. Like, Mom, brother said this. Is that true? No, sweetie.
And you're calling her late at night. You know what that means? That means you're on your own.
You're on
So
your own.
even as an adult, you still need to check with mom.
I was going to question that. It makes sense for the boarding school show. You're
That's
calling
true,
her from
yeah.
your dorm room.
I guess
But if
not.
this song is supposed to be universal,
The facts of life are all about you. I'm thinking you, the viewer.
Yeah, you,
right?
the viewer.
Okay.
the universal you.
You got the future in the palm of your hands. All you got to do, this is poorly written, all you got to do to get you through, or I'm poorly reading it, is understand. You think you rather do without. You think you'd rather do without, you will never make it without. Wow.
You got the future
In the palm of your hands. All you gotta do to get you through is understand. You think you'd rather do without, you'll never make it through without the truth.
Maybe this, you'll never make it without, maybe they're missing a
Maybe,
lyric.
yeah.
The facts of life.
is
Ooh,
all-
ooh.
The facts of life are all about you.
Is that a mistype or is that in the two?
I think, should we play it again?
Sure, we can cut any of this we want to, but for our own edification. Then we have to hear how that last verse goes.
Rubber day bone. You'll never make it through without the truth.
Okay, she says R. Thank goodness.
Okay.
Gloria Loning possibly says the facts of life are all about you.
Okay.
Bless her. This
That was
lyric
a-
site then is
That was a close
shoddy.
one. Yeah. Shame on
free.
you, lyricsondemand.com.
Darn free lyric site.
Shame. But thankfully, we didn't have to watch them and transcribe them.
That's a good point.
So,
But it makes us appear foolish when we're reading through and we're trying to puzzle through bad writing.
indeed. So now, of course, is there anything else you would want to say about this?
It's an effective theme tune. I want to try this show. And after we try an episode of the show, I don't want to try the show. So it is doing its job of wanting me to experience it.
So theme song, yay.
Theme song, yay.
Which is your favorite?
That's rough. There is a charm to the first one for sure. Everyone's singing along. It sounds like a group effort. Like this is a funny show. The second version is a more universal experience, which I absolutely agree.
And well-polished.
Well polished. It might be better except for that second verse. But it probably is the better version.
Okay. And the
that-
closing theme is right.
Right out.
That's like, we know most people have turned off their TVs by
Yeah.
now. So, okay. And now comes the most important part of the show, where we sing the song. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Which version? This version?
I would do I would think the one everyone's most familiar with.
Okay, alright.
Even though I
But
love
then I
that
don't
line.
get to do my Charlotte Ray.
Oh yeah, I wanted to hear your Charlotte Ray.
Books are what you're there about, and looks are what you care about. The time is right to learn the facts of life.
I love it.
That's how she sings, guys.
Excuse me.
That's how she sang it.
She had a lot of character.
And I like that it puts her, if the show being a spin-off of Different Strokes is sort of her vehicle, then it does make sense that she
Yeah.
would be in the theme tune. It's a good gap piece.
Do I wish she had sung the entire?
Maybe for the first season.
Maybe that would.
No, because then we bring in all the girls. All the other singers are sort of representative of the girls.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I bet none of them actually sang it.
Of course not.
Yeah, they were young too.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look so young. I know.
They did, yeah.
I'm so curious about the show. It's such an interesting choice for this era. Let's have a show all about teenage girls
And-
that's trying to be mature.
And was there an age range, or were they just girls age at different mature?
Oh,
at
you think like
different-
they might have been in different grades?
I wonder, yeah.
That makes sense because Trudy looks
Tootie.
so Tootie because Tootie looks really young.
does.
Her
And
hair's
she's
in
always
pigtails,
yeah.
and she's on the skates because she's so short, like you said.
She's adorable.
She looks 10. against like the pretty blonde that's in her 17.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
All right. La 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 la. Romantic. Hello, yes.
Come in, Ricardo. Or sorry about that, Ricardo. Okay. Should we count it down?
I would like
1,
to count down
2, 3.
No, it's okay. Go. I believe it's in 4/4 time. It should be
1, 2, 3, 4.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you're growing. Now you're about the facts of life. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. You. It takes a lot to get them right. When you're learning the facts of life, learning the facts of life, learning the facts of life. I forgot how the last verse goes.
That's okay.
All right. Oh, and then we do the freeze at the very end because we're a frozen shot.
Because it's an 80s sitcom.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you grow, and now you know about the facts of life. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. It takes a lot to get them right. When you're learning the facts of life, learning the facts of life, learning the facts of life.
Okay, thank you, Sam and Loren. So remember, tune in 2 weeks to listen to the Urban Voodoo Machine's own Jay Ronimo defend Il Postino. No, wait, that's a good movie.
A different movie.
The Postman. The Kevin Costner one. Oh, I should tell you what it's available on. It's probably not available anywhere free. You might have to pay to watch this with us. All right, thank you for listening, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Bye.